You have the old-fashioned concept, right?
Yeah, but it's fairly sweet. I mean, the women's liberationists, if they thought about that. Shh! Quiet, woman. Women's liberationists.
Well, but look at you. I mean, you don't really care what I have to say, do you? Honestly?
No.
Johnny Carson was famous for being able to command almost everything on The Tonight Show. But he didn't win every night. Sometimes, all it took was one unpredictable guest for the entire studio to fall into chaos.
You, right now.
Just relax.
They purr. And
Relax. They say if you look an animal right in the face and talk to them, then they know you're not scared.
The Puerto Rican room.
Oh, that's the Puerto Rican
No,
routine.
this is the Filipino. When I was a kid working in the Catskills, this is true. Leo was a Filipino salad man. And he used to say F for P and P for F. I said, how do you feel? He said, I feel bad today. I said, why? Well, Filipino feel bad when I have a bad day because I fogged the car by the fireflog. What? I said, I fogged the car by the fireflog and the policeman give me a forking ticket. What? He said, well, if you're going to fog the car by the fireflog, I have to write for you the fucking ticket. He says he's not.
These are the moments that pushed The Tonight Show beyond its comfort zone when guests crossed the line with outrageous jokes, confronted the host on live television, and made shocking comments that left the audience frozen between laughter and silence.
Yes, of course, just to point out a typical spot, and they will, and oh yes, we see a lot of that, and I don't know, I don't do very well with I know about ashing, though. I know about ashing. Is that okay? That's okay.
Well, enough of that.
In the back. Hit you? What? After the laughs I heard he got, I started drinking. Well, I gotta say one thing. I started even before he got the laugh. I figure you ought to get a good early start.
Do you have one or two, George, before you perform, just to kind of settle the nerves?
When Richard Pryor and Chevy Chase shared the same stage, it first looked like two comedians simply trading jokes. But the longer it went on, the more the laughter started to feel like gunpowder.
Nothing to do with it whatsoever, Mr. Carson. I was just told to come here and do this, and I'm here. Tomorrow night, as far as I know, it means nothing to me, absolutely not. This is my cousin Vinny.
Give me that back.
She's in the car, though, if you want to.
May I say that I have seen Richard's special?
No, you may not say that.
Okay. I'm very sorry.
That's good.
In fact, though, that I have seen it, and it's hilarious. It's not quite as funny as mine, but it's really, really very funny. No, it's very funny. It's very funny.
Have you seen Chevy's special?
I don't like Chevy.
And when two egos both want to win the same moment, Johnny Carson was no longer just hosting the show, he had to keep the entire stage from sliding into a real confrontation.
What is he doing in the show?
He yodels and throws. Huh? What was it you said?
I didn't say nothing, man. Nothing. I just say nothing.
Yeah. You got to deal differently when you're dealing with those people. You got to.
I was going to ask you, why didn't you tell Johnny he was going to take over his show?
Oh.
Carson could handle a difficult guest, but when two powerful personalities sat on the same stage and neither one wanted to back down, The Tonight Show instantly turned into a real tug of war.
Religiously persecuted. And they came and they made a happy place of it.
Right.
Some of them behaved themselves and some of them were quite loud.
We have a great mixture here. What,
I would have remembered.
But you forgot, sweetheart. Give me your hand.
We do know each other.
One written in Sour Misfortune's book. I think that a woman's place is looking after her man and her children, and I think a man's place I think a man's place is to look after her, to protect her, and provide her with a little warmth. I really do believe
You have the old-fashioned concept, right?
Yeah, but it's fairly sweet. I mean, the women's liberationists, if they thought about that. Shh! Quiet, woman! Women's liberationists.
Not every night did Johnny Carson get to be the untouchable king of late night. When Charles Grodin walked onto The Tonight Show, he wasn't there to tell a funny story. He came with a question that made the whole studio pause. Was Johnny really listening to his guests?
Yes, I do.
I didn't know you were that sensitive. You actually remember that.
I'm so sensitive, I really can't answer a question from someone who's not interested in the question.
I'm very interested in the question. Now, what? It's all right. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Well, but look at you. I mean, you don't really care what I have to say, do you? Honestly?
No. I got to do an hour a night.
Yeah.
I'm looking for warm bodies.
Right.
The Tonight Show was the place people turned to for comfort after a long, exhausting day. But not every conversation on that famous couch stayed safely inside the comfort zone. And when Richard Pryor stepped into the moment, The Tonight Show was no longer just a late-night entertainment program. It became a place where America had to look itself straight in the mirror.
Now, nobody starves in our country. Nobody has to go out in the corners to beg. You can go and get medical aid. Nobody lives in the streets.
There's some people that live in the streets.
Here in this country?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, they don't have to.
Well, tell them.
Of course there are. The poverty level now, because of the cost of living, is almost $5,000.
You know, in
there are many
Appalachia,
people who live.
This is white people now, so I won't bring it to black people so you won't not believe me. But in Appalachia, man,
There's no difference in my mind between black and white, and get that straight.
You're crazy.
Just a few sharp jabs on Johnny Carson's couch were enough to turn a polite conversation between Orson Welles and Robert Blake into a quiet power struggle. On one side was a Hollywood legend with an ego too big to back down. On the other was Robert Blake, a man with no intention of sitting still and letting himself become the joke.
Have you met Mr. Wells before?
Mr. Wells, you make Wimpy look skimpy.
Well, you see, I'm fat and you're ugly, but I can diet.
At the time, this may have seemed like just another playful late-night exchange. But looking back today, the moment carries a much more sensitive tone.
Do jokes like, one act, there's, do you know what's worse than a giraffe with a sore throat? And they say, no what? And the answer is Dolly Parton with a chest cold. One of the first people that I saw doing Dolly jokes, and he said, one night, he said, stopped in the middle of his show and said, oh, I see we have Dolly Parton in the audience tonight. And everybody turned around, everybody was looking and applauding, and he kept looking and looking. He said, oh, I'm sorry, that's two bald-headed men sitting together.
What makes it interesting isn't just what Johnny Carson said, but how Dolly Parton handled the situation. She kept smiling, stayed charming, and absolutely refused to let herself be pushed into a passive position.
Always been pretty well blessed. People are always asking if they're real, and
I would never. I would never. You see.
No, you don't have to ask.
I would not.
I tell you what, these are my.
I have certain guidelines on the show.
I usually say.
But I would give about a year's pay to peek under there. I cannot tell you how tacky I feel right now for saying that, but I had to get it out, and I'm.
Well, they seem to like it, all right.
Yes, well.
I usually just say they are mine. I bought and paid good money for these.
We'll leave it at that.
Unpredictable guests were already enough to give Johnny Carson a headache. But when the person throwing the show off rhythm was Ed McMahon, the trusted sidekick who had sat beside him for years, things became even more awkward.
Now, as you know, the San Diego Zoo is one of the finest zoos in the world, and we have had this young lady on the show very often the past, I guess, 7 or 8 years. She's been appearing with us.
9 years.
Hmm?
About 9 years.
Right, yeah. Several plus several will be about 9.
You said 7 or 8.
No, I said. No, I didn't say 7 or 8. I said several.
Then you said 7 or 8, and I said
Did
it's
I?
9. Yes.
9. Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Some of the animals.
John Embry is here tonight.
And she's now 32.
That's right. Joan is an animal handler and a trainer. And you really think you're fooling everybody, don't you?
No.
And she
I'm
also...
just here to do my best to help you.
I know that. And she does her 3 horse shows a day. Did you know that? At the animal park.
Boy.
What?
What an exciting idea. Doc has never seen her. You've never seen her. I went to the wild animal farm.
It's all right. It's okay.
But you're upsetting me.
No,
You're upsetting me.
I don't upset you.
I went down, Joan, and I
know you
wrote it.
did. That's all right.
Don't say. No.
What?
I know her. I went down and...
Oh, I know you did. I know you went down there. And
I held the baby.
Sometimes chaos didn't come from a shocking argument or a wild confrontation. It came from a guest who simply would not stop talking a story that went on far too long, and Johnny Carson trying his best to keep a smile on his face.
I mean, since the doctor's here, you can
My
save a house
experience
call.
has been that kids that are blue-eyed are more likely to get beaten by their grandmothers because they're more likely to be have bad behavior. But
Guess his kids are all well. Tim, do you have anything wrong with your kids at home?
oh, I'm sorry. Just I mean, I'm doing some research on.
I just wonder if you had an opinion.
I'm doing some research on people that end up as they have.
With Dr. Lyndon Smith, what made the audience laugh wasn't just what he was saying. It was the feeling that the entire studio was waiting for Carson to find a way out of this conversation before everything went completely off the rails.
There's sort of a limit to this health thing. I agree with many of the health concepts, but there's a point when you
Now, how
should
would
be-
Richie tell if his kid was turning blue?
I mean, oh, they have ways. Yeah, they have ways.
Just
yeah.
wondered.
No, I can see it. You can see.
I've had many black people come in with a challenge and say, see the rash? And I say, yes, of course. Just to point out a typical spot, and they will. And oh, yes, we see a lot of that. And I don't know. I don't do very well with...
Joan Rivers was once someone Johnny Carson championed, even seen by many as the person who could carry on his late-night legacy. But the moment she left for Fox to host her own show, everything changed. No loud argument, no onstage confrontation, just one phone call cut short, followed by years of cold silence, creating one of the deepest cracks in late-night history.
A lot of rubber in me tonight. I had some boobs. I had so much rubber in me, they erased what I had. And except, you know something? With age comes wisdom.
Yes.
You don't need big boobs to be feminine. Look at Liberace. I was wearing green. She goes, Gumby, it exploded. But it doesn't matter.
Not bright, no. Because the figure's there.
The figure's there and the look is there. And
But don't you think men really like intelligence more when it comes right down to it?
Please. Are we going to go back to that? Are you kidding?
Sure. I mean, it's a brain, a caring
No man
person.
has ever put his hand up a woman's dress looking for a library card.
Johnny Carson was crowned the king of late night because of his incredible ability to control everything on stage. But it was the moments when The Tonight Show started to shake that people never forgot. So, what do you think? Was Carson a master at handling chaos, or were the moments when he almost lost control exactly what made him a legend?